back to Tej and Tita. It's been a while. You guys see us, but welcome back. It's your boy Tej. You will.
Tita. So guys, we're finally married and we have so much to tell you guys. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about how we plan a wedding in less than 3 months. We're gonna talk about all the clothes, how we get them made, and the chaotic things that happen on the wedding days. So let's get into the clothes. From the white wedding clothes, everything was okay. Actually, I went to a prom dress place because I was looking for after party dress for the white wedding, and I ended up finding my white wedding dress there. The most hardest part will be the Indian clothes.
Because the Indian clothes, we have to find a tailor to stitch us, right? Because we have our own personal choices. We want to make, firstly we want to make a hand stitched, and we also want to make our own maps where we belong from. Like, you know, she originally belonged from Haiti, all you guys know that. Originally from Punjabi, India. So like, I actually want to make a Punjab map on the back of my sherwanis.
Actually, that was my idea.
It was her idea, to be honest. She told me like a Punjab map on the where you belong, and I'll make a Haiti one. I say cool. Then we have to find a tailor. Firstly, it's the most hardest part, to be honest, because we message almost everybody.
I think we went
from
to
India. First was the India, then we went there. Firstly we message all of the Indian tailors. They say, oh, it's gonna take 2.5 months. I said, well, marriage is 45 days, but what are we gonna do after 2.5 months? So the date was already booked, right? Buddha was booked,
yes.
The hall was booked, everything was booked. And then it was so fast to the point mental health messed up. We didn't sleep, and then finally we find a guy in the town.
But we had to actually went to at least 5 until the guy who did our clothes, he decided to say, you know what, I can get it done for you guys. Give me only 3 weeks only.
3 weeks is fine, because he told us he will give us 10 days before the wedding. I said, it's okay, it's cool. At least we have something to wear.
Yes. And then, guys, the color was the hardest part for me.
Hardest part for her, because she don't want a red color and I don't want too much light color. So we actually planned that it was mutually understanding that we're gonna go for cream or ivory color, right? So we finally talk about it and we say ivory is fine, right? So it's like he gave us a hint, oh, ivory gonna look like this tone, right? And on my skin tone, and then that's the color thing, and then we finally decide the ivory one. He take our sizes, all the size he take for her, for mine as well. Mine was picture perfect. It was when it come, when the tailor send us, he tell us, so come and try now. And then my size was picture perfect. Again, for her, it was a problem. So actually, it was a little bit tight, right? So the tailor lose it, but I think it was too stressful for us for the clothes that on the wedding day. It got loose. So
when we went for the first fitting, right, everything was fine. It's just like the skirt, it was a little bit tight. Then he said, okay, I'm gonna open it up a little bit. And when we went for the second fitting, and it was just like, the guy was like, what's wrong with you? And then now he needs to tighten it again. So let's even, what do you call it? The blouse?
No, the suit. It was a suit with the lehenga, right?
Yes. So the suit and everything was like I was borrowing somebody else's clothes, and so he had to actually clamp the bag to make it my size. And oh, I actually got a pants made as well. So basically I have a skirt and a pant and the blouse and that little bag. What is it called?
I'm not sure. I think it's called Gathali in my language. I'm not sure.
He's not Punjabi, guys, don't claim him. And
I don't know some of the things.
And then what else? The after party clothes for the Indian party. That was not that bad.
That was not that much hard, but like, you know, for my suit was, it was not a bigger problem for me actually. It's because all of my dresses come perfect except my white wedding dress, right? My white wedding, my coat got loose a little bit because we lose weight, both of us. But for her, it was like a little bit got loose, and then you have to stretch it and then lose again. It was a big problem. And for the after party one, she wear a lehenga. You probably see the videos, right? She wear a lehenga and her blouse was tied from inside, and you have to open it up, and after opening it up, and it got too much open, and she have to tie it again. So that was a big problem she's having it.
So it was just like the stress was a lot. Even though, guys, we didn't have a big wedding, but no matter how big or how small your wedding is, it's gonna be stressful. That's what I'm gonna say. And another thing I wanna say is, so for my white wedding dress, when I first tried it, everything was perfect, especially in the boobs area. Boobs was okay. I didn't need the straps. So When I come home, I try the dress again. I didn't look for the straps. So I guess the lady who sold me the dress, she forgot to put the straps in the bag. So on the wedding day, I put the dress on and then it was just so loose. And I was like, I guess let me get the straps and then it will hold my boobs up and everything. But I couldn't find it. So I had to go like that. I had no choice.
That's why the dress looking like it's falling down. Because
Yeah.
it was heavy.
I was selling boobies that day. So now we're gonna talk about the day. How the day went.
The white starting on the white wedding. So the white wedding first, it was going good, to be honest. And then everything messed up when the pastor said.
Wait, let's talk about all the bookings. Now guys, we're gonna talk about all the bookings for the place, the gurdwara, and all the receptions and stuff like that. So for the gurdwara, I'm not sure if I'm saying it properly. We went over there and we asked, say we want to get married and stuff like that. And they're like, when is the wedding date?
And then we did in the middle of the August. Then we have to choose the one appropriate wedding date, right? So we didn't ask from anybody. It was just a mutual understanding which date gonna be perfect for us. So the plan was that we do the wedding in the middle of the week and then by the end of the week, party. That was our simple plan. So we all sit together and then we find the middle of August the date and then the party in the end. It was, the Gurdwara was not that hard. We actually went to the Gurdwara and we asked, do you guys do interracial marriages? Right? Because I heard from somebody, some of the Gurdwara are actually not doing it now, right? So we have to ask it. He said, yeah, it's not a problem. And
no,
then
he said, what are you talking about?
He said, what are you talking about? He said, we don't believe in these kind of things. So we do every marriage. I said, then we finally book a date from them. And for the reception one, it was actually my family who helped me booking the hall, right? And then they do every management and stuff. It was not that hard.
And for me, because we have two weddings, right? Actually, I didn't want two weddings, so I wanted us to do his traditional wedding because I don't have a traditional wedding. Not like you see those African people. We just have the Western style wedding. So what I wanted to do is just wear my white beautiful dress and have the, what is it called, the commissioner come and then just say you guys are married and have the marriage registered. Basically, the white wedding dress was supposed to get our marriage registered and everything. Because even the gurdwara can register it as well. Because they told us that we need to have the license. But the thing is, I was like, and when I talked to my family about it, oh, you have to have a white wedding, but so I was like, sure. And my mom was like, oh, go talk to this pastor, which he's in our community and he's from the same town as us. And I went to talk to him. He was asking a bunch of questions and stuff like that. Oh, after we get married.
It's like just a, basically, I don't want to say, but they're useless questions. So we go ahead and when everything we say, we agree with your questions, right? And then after everything was done, date was booked, timing was decided, and then he said, oh, I don't have a marriage license. And then I be like, then why you say you're comfortable with doing a marriage? And then that thing was so messed up. Then we especially have to invite, last minute we have to invite the city, what you call?
It's a
wedding commissioner especially, right? We have to pay extra, to be honest, for the wedding commissioner, and then the wedding commissioner especially comes.
She come to my mom's house.
Thank God for that. And then she come to her mom's house and she told us, oh, I can do it. It was last minute, but it works too.
Because I've been emailing her back and forth for maybe 2 months now.
Yeah.
And then I told her I'm gonna let you know what I decided. But I didn't tell her right away because the pastor told us last minute that, oh, I don't have my license, I applied for the license, I don't think it's gonna be here. If you want, you can ask the commissioner to come and just sign the paper and I'll do everything else. I'm like, who do you think gonna come and sign your paperwork when your name is on the paper and all they have to do is come and sign? And I have to pay for her to sign them. So basically, the day went in the morning, the wedding commissioner come to our house and then sign the paper. Then in the evening, we have to go to the church and have the wedding done. Which today, it was not the best, guys.
The white wedding day was like...
It was not my favorite.
We don't have to say it, but it was like so much terrifying days, you can say that. Giving me so much stress, oh my God. So many things happen. So
This is why I
there's
didn't.
some things which we can't tell here, but so many things happen in between. So it was it was my wedding day, but it was not the boyfriend day, most stressful day, to be honest. Especially the white wedding one, but the one with the rest of the ones, they were.
This is why I didn't post the white wedding full video. I just post only the trailer.
Actually, sorry to cutting you. Actually, the day was so terrifying that we were fighting with each other on that day. We were literally fighting on our wedding day because we were so stressful for some people, which I can't name, sorry. But it was so stressful, right? For me, even on the highways, I was driving crazy. She was doing the crazy for no reason. In the evening, I was like, I need to relax, and then I relax. I put my phone on flight mode, and chill.
So basically, the wedding was supposed to be at 4 o'clock.
Because it happened at 7.
Something happened, and both of us couldn't make it on time. You were there at 6. He was there at 6 o'clock, and I reached there at maybe 6:45-ish, because after the commissioner done a little ceremony, she didn't take long. She took like less than
30 minutes for doing everything.
The paper was actually, she come to the house, she said, oh my god, I can see you guys busy. And then she said, you know what, go, if you have anything to do, go ahead and do it, and I'm gonna sit in that little corner over there and I'm gonna sign the paperwork. Whenever I'm ready, I'm gonna call you guys and you guys can come and we'll do it. Less, I was 30 minutes max, but it felt like it was 15 minutes to me. And then she signed, make us sign, and the witness was there. And then she go about her day, and then she's like, you know what, guy, go get married, go at the church.
And now what's called the Sikh wedding day. Sikh wedding day went so well because we have no tension, because the relatives gonna come by themselves, we're gonna come by ourselves.
Actually, I wanna finish talking about the white wedding.
We're doing it 45 minutes now.
It's not. I'm gonna cut so much out of it. So I reached there late, and we walk each other down the aisle. And this is why, like, the pastor created a whole chaos for my white wedding. I don't want to just say too much because I don't know who's watching. Cause
don't post this kind of thing.
But I'm not gonna say too much. All I'm gonna say is that because basically I feel like going to the church was kind of pointless. But I don't want to just say that. I have respect for God, but it was just like the pastor was already not happy because we were late. It's a wedding. Bride and groom can be late. Whoever showed up, if they want to leave, they can go ahead. But after that, we just like, you know what, after the day is already here, let's just do it and get it over with, because we have other things to do. Now let's talk about the Sikh wedding day.
Sikh wedding day was very good. For the Sikh wedding day, it was only the one thing which I didn't sleep. The Sikh wedding gonna happen, right? So the one day before, they put the haldi on me. This was Indian traditional thing, haldi, turmeric on all of our face, hair, head and everything, right? And then I take shower. I barely sleep. I sleep for 1 hour. I wake up. I was so tired in the morning. Then I have to take shower again and then get ready. And after that, there were some rituals which my sister has to do, to put the thing on my head, and then I have to give them money and everything and stuff. It was good for me.
Actually, you guys, you know what he did to me? So basically, they booked us for the wedding at the Gurdwara at 9 o'clock. And this guy was like, 8:30, you have to be there. And I was like, I have a friend who come all the way out of town to come to the wedding. She was at my house. This girl woke up at 5 a.m. She made me food and stuff like that. And she was like, let's go, we have to leave. And so I get out of the house maybe around 7:30. And then he keep calling me saying, because he was at his family's house, right? Are you almost there? I was like, yes. So I reach at the Gurdwara. I sit there. It was until 10:30. No, 12. He showed up at 11 o'clock. And then that, mind you, I was there maybe 8 o'clock, I would say. Because it takes 15 minutes drive from my house. And I was sitting there and he didn't show up. I was like, I didn't think he was going to run away or anything like that. Because one wedding is done.
You had to wait for him, man.
Whatever. So one wedding was already done. I was like, oh, fine, I'm just gonna give him his time. I would say yes.
We don't have too much tension about it. But there was one thing happened in Punjabi wedding which I'm not gonna talk about it.
What?
It was not good. Which I don't like it.
What, did I do something wrong?
Not you. There was somebody who did it. Which I'm not gonna talk about it.
Wow. So in the next video, guys, we're gonna talk about the emotions. Did we have any cold feet? Reception day was also chaos. It was also chaos because my parents didn't come.
Sad.
My family didn't show up. all of his family was there, but my family decided they didn't show up.
My
Except
family, to be honest, my family was so happy. They have a mic and they wanna welcome their family, right? They were so excited, but family don't show up.
if you wanna know how I feel about it, come back to the next video we're gonna post after this one, and you'll get to know. And if you guys wanna know why, I'll be happy to make a video about it.
But in the end, only one thing I wanna say, that we matters, nobody else. So stay happy. Whoever get married, stay happy. Listen to your wife, and wife listen to the husband. You're gonna have a long life, a happy married life.